Welcome back to the channel. I'm Kat.
I'm Harry.
And today we're headed to North Cascades National Park.
Come on, let's go.
So this area is known for huckleberries, and look where we are. Huckleberry thicket. Let's go pick up some souvenirs. They have huckleberry ice cream. I know I'm stuffed, but oh my gosh. Huckleberry Thicket is located in Post Falls, Idaho, just a few minutes from Coeur d'Alene. They're open every day, 10 to 5. Everything you could want. Once again, I wish we had smell-o-vision. You should smell this place. It is delicious. What do you think? What do you want?
We're looking.
Everything? We were able to pick up quite a few things for the family, and, well, a few things for us too. There's just so many cute things here. So in our house, all carved bears are called Bob, after this bear that my dad gave me, years and years ago. It's about a 2-foot bear, carved wood bear. So they have a lot of Bobs here. Mini Bobs, big Bobs, ornament Bobs, lots of them. I love it. Okay, so we're driving through Spokane, and they have these red and white water towers everywhere. Creepy or like cool public art? And if you're in Spokane, why do you have so many? They are everywhere. What's up with that? I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. I get like War of the Worlds vibe. Maybe it's because they're so tall. Those look like legs. I don't know. What do you think? Leave us a comment. Tell us how you feel about them. And if you're from Spokane, tell us about them. Thank you. It's about a 4.5-hour drive from Coeur d'Alene to the edge of the park. And that was if we didn't stop along the way. But when have we ever been known not to stop? First stop, Grand Coulee Dam.
And this is the Grand Coulee Dam.
The Grand Coulee Dam is a massive concrete structure on the Columbia River that is one of the largest engineering projects in the world. It is the largest hydropower producer in the United States.
Watching a cat in her natural habitat, camera in hand, facing the viewfinder near the edge.
Lots of photos. And of Harry, too.
I-74 West. So we keep seeing random rocks on our way to the national park. They're just out in the middle of nowhere, probably blown up or blown out from a volcano tens of thousands of years ago.
We had no idea about how much volcanic activity this area has experienced in its history, even at points where it diverted the river a few times. These giant random rocks are evidence of that turmoil.
A random rock way out in the field. Way out there. So here we are, we pulled off in another overlook on the way to the national park. This is the Chief Joseph Dam. It is the second largest electricity producing dam in the United States. And yeah, I kind of like checking dams out. They're pretty cool.
This dam is only 40 miles away from the Grand Coulee Dam and is on the same river, the Columbia, that's number 1 and number 2 power producers in one state. Among some of the other fascinating facts is that there are 4.5 miles of passageway inside that dam. This is a great little stop with a restroom, play area, and even a picnic table, so you can grab a bite and enjoy these gorgeous views. Over the next 60 miles, the terrain changes rapidly, from high desert to fruit orchards to forested views. Something to keep in mind when traveling up to this national park through the southeastern route is that there are not many places to stop for gas or food. In fact, the little town of Mesma is the last stop for gas before entering the park. There are no gas stations within the park. We knew we were pushing it on time, so we picked up a picnic lunch and filled the car before we left Post Falls.
A little artisan town.
Winthrop looked to be a really cute place to stop and wander about. We were there on the 4th of July weekend, and it was already packed with people. Next time we come this way, we'll plan it for a weekday so we can really explore. But on this day, it was already after 3, and we were running out of time to make it to the visitor center on the other side of the park before they closed at 5.
Yeah, I know the city has the busiest streets, and there's nothing like home in the fall with the leaves, but I always dream about it. I always dream.
Well, it took us a long time to get here, but oh my Lord, it is worth it. Now, Northern Cascades is kind of a drive-through park. You can do backcountry hiking. There are a bunch of short hikes, but most of it is just scenery like this. North Cascades National Park is the second least visited national park in the lower 48, with about 40,000 visitors each year. The least visited is Isle Royale in Michigan. Even knowing that with over 300 glaciers, North Cascades has the most glaciers outside of Alaska, we were seriously not prepared for these views. Like with Mount Rainier, we have no idea why more people don't visit. So, if it has the most glaciers in the lower 48, why wasn't it called Glacier National Park? That's because Glacier was established in 1910, and North Cascades wasn't established until October 2nd, 1968. So Glacier National Park had already cornered the market when it came time to name North Cascades. As we made our way to the visitor center, we definitely saw a lot of places we wanted to stop and explore. There are so many hiking trails here, including several around Ross Lake. This is the only place you will find a lodge if you take a ferry to it. It's a mile trek down to the ferry, and you have to follow the tight time schedule, or you can get stranded there overnight.
I hate the way they always kiss in the kitchen, acting like they're still just 21. They always seem to go for walks on Sundays and doing things they did when they were young. So I'll ask when I go home, but maybe the whole point's not to know what's the secret to keeping the love alive. What's the secret to keeping the love alive for so long? I'm glad they still go out and hit the town, dancing till their feet begin to hurt. He said, son, I hope you get close to what I found, 'cause there ain't many like her on this earth.
New Halem is the only town along this route. There are wonderful picnic areas there and some stores to pick up a picnic lunch if you need one. The West Side Visitor Center is about a mile further along. One of the largest of the campgrounds is located here. with over 100 campsites. Because it's near the visitor center, near town, and the river, as well as in the middle of a lot of trails, this campground is very popular and books up quickly. In fact, all of the campgrounds book up quickly. So it's best to figure out the booking schedule for the one you want and jump on it as soon as it's available. At only $24 per night, it's a bargain to snag a place here. And it is big rig friendly, but be aware that those spots are few and you are boondocking, so come prepared. There's this big map right in front of the visitor center that details out all of the trails you might want to hike, both short and very long. Hi there. Welcome to North Cascades that we've already gone through.
Right.
We're going to show you how we made our way from east to west. We are at the New Halem, the West Visitor Center.
Right. There isn't really one in the east coming in.
There's not, unless you're doing the ferry out to the lodge. There is no visitor center except for this one.
Right.
There used to be people coming in from the west, we imagine, and not the east. So we've come all the way west. We're gonna go back a little bit, so don't go anywhere. We're gonna show you some more. The visitor center is only open till 5 p.m. each day, so we had less than 15 minutes here to explore. We love these terrain models we keep finding in the national parks. This one shows you where some of the glaciers are. And this art piece above the fireplace blew me away. But I knew I only had about 5 more minutes left, so I decided to make my way to the museum and show you as much as I possibly could in that short amount of time.
Yeah. 4 minutes. So.
Let's do it.
Which probably really means 3.
You look like a pirate.
Yeah, every day.
I found a tape there.
You did?
I think. I
Not sure.
think.
We simply love it when kids come up and ask us questions. Harry's eye patch always gets a lot of attention. Their parents are usually mortified, but we love it. Kids are curious, and we're always happy to answer questions. So if you see us out and about, please ask away. We love meeting you guys. We wish we had arrived early enough to explore New Halem. There's a store, a museum, and you can even ring the bell on the train. But the hydroelectric plant and the Trail of the Cedars are the two big draws here. The trail is a 3/4 of a mile path that leads to the plant, where you can tour the galleries or passageway each day till 4 p.m. in the summer till early fall. The drive from the visitor center back to Washington Pass is only 44 miles, and we wanted to go back that direction to check out that incredible waterfall we had passed on our way coming in. In fact, just a tip for you. If you're in a park like this and have the time in early morning or late afternoon to travel each direction, you will see more views that the sun was blocking or bleaching out. Yes, for us, it meant having to go back through tunnels again, which is not my favorite thing to do, but we wanted to share as much of the park with you as daylight would allow. We knew there were 2 big stops on our way, but we didn't know there was a 3rd location to check out as well. An easy path led us to the overlook of the Skagit River. The river runs about 150 miles from British Columbia to the Puget Sound, and North Cascades is about the midpoint. It gets that incredible color from the glacial runoff each year. If you want to see more, there is another, more beautiful path that leads to the dam overlook. This area is marked completely accessible with lots of parking and a restroom, perfect for anyone in your party that has mobility considerations.
So this is the trail I'm walking down to the overlook for the gorge. This is spillway down there, but the river and the lake look fabulous, or just actually the river.
The Gorge Dam is one of 3 on the Skagit River and provides Seattle with some of its power needs. I couldn't find an official trail down to the dam, but if you know of one, let us know in the comments.
So I found out technically this is the Gorge High Dam and spillway. So I took a walk out to the Gorge High Dam. It's a paved walkway, a little bit of elevation change. Not totally accessible, I don't think. But a nice little walk out to where you can overlook the dam and the spillway gates, and a gorgeous trail.
And stay parked where you are, because right across the street is that incredible waterfall. We are at the Gorge Falls and they're amazing. I'm going to try to capture them for you. Wish me luck. This 242-foot year-round waterfall was breathtaking, but the bridge and walkway are grates that may feel very unstable for some to walk upon. This is one of the most gorgeous waterfalls we have seen in our travels, so we didn't mind a bit. With so many beautiful sections, I just wanted to capture every inch that I could for you. North Cascades National Park has 9 waterfalls to enjoy, including the tallest in the lower 48, Colonial Falls, measuring in at a bit over 2,500 feet. But Gorge Creek Falls is definitely one of the easiest to see. That's one of the really cool things about this park. There are several very short hikes you can take that have tons of payoff, like waterfalls, to enjoy.
This river and waterfalls drop in right behind the spillway and the dam.
Definitely a highlight of this national park for us, and we'd go back again just to see this waterfall. But there is another highlight we wanted to catch before sunset.
I think of all the times we lay looking up out at the stars. Nervous of the way you make me feel. You're setting fire to my heart. Before you, oh, what was that? I don't recognize, now I'm looking back. How I adore you, it can't be matched, no.
So we were supposed to stay here in North Cascades for 2 nights camping, but even though it got derailed, we decided we had to come anyway. And let's show you one of the reasons why.
This is the Lake Diablo overlook.
Now we are here late afternoon. It is the wrong time for the sun to hit the lake, so the river is going to look a lot more green, but it gives you an idea. Show up in the morning and you'll see it in all its glory. But here's a peek. See that green down there? That's what the whole lake looks like in the morning. Right now the sunset is, of course, turning it silver.
கீழே நம்ம வந்து இங்கே இருக்கோம். புரியுதா? நம்மளோட அந்த தோரணில் தான் வந்து நம்ம
It's always cool to learn more about the rock formations in a national park. This one shares some features that the Black Canyon of the Gunnison has, including the striations in the rock face in the form of quartz and feldspar. But of course, it's the glaciers and the water that steal the show here. In fact, this is one of the places that you can see Colonial Falls without taking the long, strenuous hike. And the beach you see down there is part of the Colonial Creek Campground. How cool would it be to camp there? If you're having fun discovering this national park with us, please do bop that thumbs up button and leave a comment below, even if it's just to say hi. And if you're ready for more adventure, we hope you will hit the subscribe button and come along with us on more adventures. Our last stop in the park for our day was the campground we were supposed to have spent 2 whole days and nights in while we explored the park. I was really hoping it was not going to be pretty, or that the campsites would be too close together and thus too hard to park an RV in. Something. But it wasn't. It was shady and mossy and open and beautiful. Just exactly what we wanted when we planned the RV trip here. See the bend? Our campsite was to be right to the left of it, with the river access just beyond it. In other words, perfect. If you missed what happened to the RV and why we pivoted to a road trip, we'll link that video at the end of this one. I am not gonna lie, I am bummed. I really wish we could have camped here. That was so pretty. And the thing is, next time we come back, we'll have a much bigger rig, and I don't know if we can camp in that one. The spaces looks like they're for tents or very small RVs, like the Class C where we're going to come in. But just beautiful. That was Goodell Creek Campground. At this point, we had checked everything off our list that we knew we could see before sunset, except one thing, the official sign. But first, we got distracted. Okay, I got distracted by the mossy trees and had to stop. It is stupid how happy moss on trees makes me. But I guess that's the point of a national park, to dazzle you with nature.
Okay, folks, we're wrapping up North Cascades.
As you can see, even if all you have is time to drive through the park, it is totally worth it. There's no fee for this one because it is a throughway, but be careful, it does close for winter. So take care, everybody. Safe travels, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Don't go anywhere yet. We headed to Everett, which is so cool, and not even 2 hours from the park. The bridge there even has a spiral staircase. We checked into our hotel and had dinner at an incredible restaurant right on the marina. It was really hard to pick just one thing, so we each picked something different off the menu so we could share as we enjoyed the view. We started off with clam chowder and the most amazing focaccia bread. Seriously good. And continued with the bacon-wrapped scallops and scampi to share. Ending our meal with the limoncello sorbet, simply perfection. If you are ever in the Everett area, we highly recommend Lombardi's. Okay, with another national park checked off in our book, we're going to leave you with a few more seconds of the incredible Gorge Creek Falls. See you next time.